Shalom, Israel, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. In this video, I'm going to be talking on is the other side of God, because the church teach you the side of God when he he loving, when he forgiving, when he merciful, right? But hold up, but what about the other side of God? What about the times when he sent plagues to Egypt? What about times when he sent his enemies into to the Israelites? When he gave his enemies unto the Israelites? What about the times when he got mad? Feel what I'm saying? What about those times? But they're not gonna show you that. They're not gonna tell you the other. They're not gonna show you the other side of God. They're only gonna show you that side when he loving and caring. But they're not gonna show you the other side when he angry, when he killing people. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm finna get Exodus 15:3. Already got it right here. And it says, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So the Lord is a man of war. You know what I'm saying? The Lord not no soft guy. The Lord not just all love. He not just gonna, allow stuff to, crazy stuff to fly by him. Just because you didn't get judged then doesn't mean he not gonna judge you when judgment comes. Like just because you didn't get judged right then and there for the crazy stuff you just did, he gonna judge you. It's gonna be a matter of time when he judge you. Like, the Lord is a man of war. That's the side of him that the church is not gonna show you, bro. They're not gonna show you that he a man of war. He ain't taking none. You know, so he just like just I'm gonna use an example. You know how like them old heads ain't gonna take, like when you was younger, your grandma didn't take nothing from you. You feel what I'm saying? She was loving though. You feel what I'm saying? Your grandma and your grandpa, they love you, but they weren't gonna take no crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take that switch off the tree and whoop you if you did something crazy, right? That's just how the Most High is. He loving, yes, he love his people, but he disciplined as well. But that's the side they're not gonna show you. They're not gonna show you that side when he disciplined Israel, and the side of him when he was killing these other nations for Israel. They're not gonna show you that. So let me get I'm gonna get 1 Samuel 2:6. Uh-oh. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So it said the Lord killeth. So when somebody dies, it's not the devil. It's not the devil killing them. So you can't be like, oh, why the devil did that to my son? It's the Lord. The Lord killeth. He control everything. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. So if that person got shot in the head and died, the Lord did it. If that girl got raped, the Lord did it. If that person, if your homeboy drowned, the Lord did it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get robbed and somebody get shot while they getting robbed and died, the Lord did it. The Lord is in control of all this stuff, good and bad. The Lord is in control of all this. Feel what I'm saying? So they said the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave, meaning he when you dead, and bringeth up. Feel what I'm saying? So the Lord not just no soft guy. You feel what I'm saying? But they're not gonna tell you this. Only the Israelites gonna be 100 with you. So let me get Joshua. You know, Joshua a good book. Let me get Joshua 28 through 30 real quick. I'm gonna show you how the Most High get down. You got type KJV. They be trying to bring the NIV out. I don't want to read the NIV version. Look, check this out. And that day Joshua took Makkedah and smote it with the edge of the sword, and the king thereof he utterly destroyed them, and all the souls that were thereon. So Joshua was going crazy. He was killing. Joshua was killing these other nations. He was destroying them. He was killing them. All right, and it says, we destroyed them, and all souls that were thereon. He let not remain. So he ain't let none remain. So he took over Makkedah. You know, he smited it, and it was no soul left there. He let none remain, and he did to the king of Makkedah as he did unto the king of Jericho. Then Joshua passed from Makkedah and all Israel with him until Libnah, and fought against Libnah. So Joshua finna fight against Libnah. Now he already took over Makkedah. Now he finna fight against Libnah. Look, check this out. And the Lord dwelleth It's like, and the Lord delivered it also and the king thereof into the hand of Israel. So the Most High delivered Ibnah into the hand of Joshua, into the Israelites. The Lord delivered these people. So the Lord is allowing Israel to take over these nations and kill them and take their stuff. The Lord is allowing it. Because it says, and the Lord delivered it also and the king thereof into the hand of Israel. And he smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the souls that were thereon, he let none remain in it. So he killed all the people that lived in it also, just like he did Makeda. He killed all of them. You feel what I'm saying? He was going crazy. But did the Most High tell Joshua to chill out? Did the Most High tell Joshua, no, Josh, you can't be killing these other people like that. You can't be killing people now. Did the Lord tell Joshua to stop, or did the Lord help Joshua, or did the Lord fight for Joshua? The Lord fought for Joshua. Why? Because these other nations are our enemies. So he allowed he allowed the enemies to fall into the hands of the Israelites. Because when we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, nobody can't mess with us. You feel what I'm saying? Our enemies gonna fall to us every time when we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But our enemies reign over us when we disobey the Most High, when we stop keeping His laws and commandments. That's when the other nations reign over us. That's why we in the condition slavery now, modern day slavery. We still in the land that we were brought here in during slavery. Why? Because we didn't keep the law, the Most High commandments. So these nations are ruling over us now. But the Most High, right now in this verse right here, the Most High fought for Joshua. He allowed Lebanon to fall to the Israelites, and he said he let none remain in it, but did unto the king thereof, and he did unto the king of Jericho. So yeah, man, the Most High ain't playing no games, bro. He gonna fight. He gonna fight for Israel. If you doing right, bro, he gonna fight for you. Now check this out. It's another You gotta understand, Joshua was a soldier, bro. Joshua was a true warrior, bro. Him and David, our forefathers, bro, they was real, bro. Check this out. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Barnea, like if I said it wrong, Kadesh Barnea, even unto Gaza, and all the country of Goshen, even unto Gibeon, and all these kings in their land did Jericho take at one time. So Jericho was taking land. It was these other nations. First, let me clear this up. Every nation that you see right now has a biblical nationality. You know, back in Bible time, we wasn't calling that person Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, African, Arabs. We wasn't calling them that. So every nation got a biblical nationality that the Most High gave them. So these people that you see the Israelites killing and taking their land, these are people that we see by every day. These are people that you can see eye to eye. These are not people that just disappeared. You see them in the Bible, or they ain't no nationality no more. They just disappeared. No, these are actually people we see every day. Feel what I'm saying? They just got a biblical nationality. Feel what I'm saying? Just like how we the Israelites, you got the other the white people, the Edomites, the Hamites are the Africans, you got Ammon are the Chinese. So I think Ammon are the Chinese. Yeah, Ammon is the Chinese. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody got a biblical nationality. You got the Amalekites are those fake Jews over there in Jerusalem. Those are the Amalekites. So when you see the Amalekites in the Bible, they're talking about the fake Jews. So everybody has a biblical nationality that they go by. So the Most High was taking over these other nations that we see every day. That's why we hate it so much. They know who we are. They know that our God was helping destroy their people. They know that. That's why they hate us. Feel what I'm saying? But we just don't know that. And it says, and all these kings in their land did Joshua take at one time, because the Lord God of Israel fought for it. The Lord God of Israel fought for Israel. So the Most High fought for us, bro. He fought. He allowed Joshua and the Israelites to take over these other nations. The Kadesh Barnea and hold up, Salakia. Yeah, the Kadesh. I'm sorry, Kadesh Barnea. He allowed to take over. You feel what I'm saying? Because He gonna fight for us. He a man of war. See, if they don't teach you that. So just say like they just showing he was a good. He just all happy and stuff. The God that they telling you about, will he let this happen? I'm talking about the Christian, they tell you that he all sweet and love. If that was the case, he would have broke it up, be like, no, it ain't no fighting. It's not no fighting. We gotta come together. We gotta come together as one. But that's not how the Most High the Bible is. That's how the Most High Christianity is, all love. But the Most High of the Bible got balance. He got it's times where he all loving and caring, but it's times that he gotta be serious. You know what I'm saying? And fight for Israel. Or it be times when he had to be serious and discipline Israel because we doing crazy stuff. So he real, bro. He real, bro. And it said, and Joshua returned and all Israel with unto him unto the camp of Gilgal. So the Most High is a man of war. Let me get Joshua. Let me get it. And the men of the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp to Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us. For all the kings of Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered. This ain't the right verse. Oh, okay. Salaki. It was Joshua. And it says, Salaki if I pronounce these names wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if this is the right one. It's well in the moment. It's Joshua 10:3 through 6. Alright, Salaki if I said the names wrong. Wherefore, Zedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Hoham, king of Hebron, and unto Parim, king of Jarmuth, and unto Japhi, king of Lachish, and unto Deber, king of Eglon, saying, Come up unto me and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it hath made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel. Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon gathered themselves together and went up, they and all their hosts, and encamped before Gibeon and made war against it. So all the other nations, they know how strong Israel was. They know that the Most High fought for us, so they tried to team up against us. The Amorites, the 5 kings of the Amorites tried to team up against the Israelites, tried to take us down because they knew how powerful we was, because our God was fighting for us. And it says, and the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp to Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us. For all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together. Among us. 10:3. Smart Gideon for it. All right, yeah. Okay. Went up in all their hosts and camped before Gideon made war against them. And the men of Israel sent Joshua to the camp, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servant. Come unto us quickly and save us and help us. For all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. Let me get. Hold on, let me see something. Shalaki. Bear with me. Let me get 10. Let me see. So Joshua exceeded from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not. So the Most High telling Joshua, don't even fear the other nations, for I have delivered them into thy hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. So the Most High telling Joshua before he even go fight, he telling them don't even fear them, because he already done delivered them in the hand before Joshua in his army went down and fought it was the Ammonites. Before they even went down, no, was it the Ammonites? So like it was. Let me see. I don't wanna say nothing wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it was the Amorites. It was the Amorites. Um, there was the Amorites. So let me go back and get that. So before they even fought, he delivered them in his hand, in the Joshua's hands. And it said, and the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thy hand. There shall not a man of them stand before them. So it won't be none of them living after Joshua finished with them. Because the Most High going to fight for them. You feel what I'm saying? So Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon and chased them along the way that goes up to Beth Horon and smote them to Azekah and unto Makkedah. So let me read that again. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon. So the Most High did what he said. The Most High killed all them other nations. So every time we see when the Lord fight for Israel, he killing them. You feel what I'm saying? So how can he be all love? How can God love everybody? He killing other nations. You feel what I'm saying? How can God be all love, all peace, and he killing other nations for the Israelites? So how can God love everybody if he killing all the other nations for the Israelites? You feel what I'm saying? That don't make any sense. So let me get 1 Samuel. Let me see. 1 Samuel 17. I ain't trying to make this video too long. 17 through 45, 46. Let me see if that's what I want. All right. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defiled. This day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand. So he telling the Philistine that that the Lord already gonna deliver him into his hands before he even fight. Before David even put a hand on him, or before David do what he got to do to him, he telling him that the Lord going to deliver him into his hands before he even go down. And it said, the day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thy head from thee, and I will give thee carcass unto the house of the Philistines, this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is God in Israel. So that's when David had fought Goliath. And he had killed Goliath and cut his head off. But the Most High, the Most High fought for him. That's why he said, this day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand. He said the Lord, because the Lord gonna fight for him. The Lord is gonna fight for him and gonna deliver Goliath into his hand. So let me get 1 Samuel 18:27, 28. Need 27, 28. And when his servants told David these words, it pleased David well to be the king's son-in-law, and the days were not expired. Wherefore David arose and went, and he and his men, and slew of the Philistines 200 men. And David brought their foreskins, and they gave them into the full tale to the king, and that he might be the king's son-in-law. And Saul gave Michal his daughter to wife. And Saul saw and knew that the Lord was with David, and that Michelle's Saul's daughter loved him. So David had slew all these the Philistines. I don't know why I keep saying Philistines. He had killed all of them. Well, he had slew 200 men of them, and that's when David knew. I mean, that's when Saul knew that the Lord was with David. You know, because if the Lord not with you, you feel what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be going killing 200 men. But he knew that the Most High was with David because of that, because he fought for him. So he knew that. But you don't see the Lord fighting for the Edomites. You don't see the Lord fighting for the Hamites. You don't see the Lord fighting for the Amalekites, the Ammonites. You don't see that because they're not his people. They're not gonna fight for people. He's not gonna fight for somebody that's not his people. Feel what I'm saying? He not gonna fight for somebody that's not his people, bro. That's what you gotta understand. That God, look, everybody's out the door because he killing all the other nations that you see every day. You know, hold on, let me get that. But you gotta know they got biblical names. They got biblical nationalities. They're not gonna say, it's not gonna when they say they slew the Edomites, it's not gonna say the Israelites slew the white man, because that wasn't their name back in Bible times. There was no term back then in Bible time. They were called the Edomites. That was their nationality, the Edomites. So when you read the Bible, you'll know when they say Israel when Israel slew the Edomites, you be like, okay, so the Edomites are the so-called white nation, the white people. They're the white people. So you be like, Israel slew them because that's their biblical nationality. So you be like, how can God love everybody if he slaying these white people, which are the Edomites according to the Bible? How can he love everybody if he's slaying these other nations? Feel what I'm saying? That don't make sense for him to love everybody. For the people that saying he love everybody, that don't make sense. So let me get for 15, 1. Yeah, this stuff you gotta think about. You gotta let go of that Christianity mentality, cause it was brainwashing. It want to teach you about the real history and truth about the Bible, because the Bible is a history book. You know, there ain't no fairy tale. It's a history book. So whatever went down, it was a lot of wars in the Bible. It's a lot of wars happened back then. So we're gonna tell you that. What it's gonna tell you what went down in the Bible, because it's like a history book. So let me get I'm finna get 1 Samuel 15:1-3. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. So he finna tell Samuel finna tell Saul what the Lord had said. So listen what the Lord wanted Saul to do. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid away, the Amalekites are the fake Jews, the Ashkenazi Jews. That's who the Amalekites are. How he said, so like how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Israel. So this is what the Lord wants. This is what the Lord wants Saul to do. The one that y'all say God love, when y'all say God love everybody and God don't hate, this is what the Lord is telling Saul to do. Now go and smite, meaning kill Amalek, and utterly destroy all they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So the Most High don't want him to, when Saul go to war, and when Saul go to fight, he don't want none left. He don't want none of them left. He don't want none of them breathing, bro. When Saul go to fight, he don't want none left. That's the Lord. That's the Lord speaking, though, right? That's the Lord. You feel that? That's the Lord speaking. That's the Lord of the Bible right here speaking. He wants Saul to go kill the Amalek and everything that's there, spare none. And Saul didn't listen. Saul didn't do what the Lord said. He didn't. Saul didn't do what the Lord had said. He spared. He spared some, and he took some for his own. You feel what I'm saying? I think he took some ox. He took some ox and sheep. But I'm finna get it. But the Lord was mad at Saul because Saul didn't kill everybody. That's how I'm telling you, bro. Once you understand how the Most High operate, bro, Hey, bro, you'll think twice before you commit that adultery before you eat that pork. The Most High wanted him to kill everything. It's everything. Lord wanted him to kill everything and not to spare none. And the Lord got mad at Saul because he didn't do what he said. He didn't kill everything that was there. And that made Saul lose his lose his rulership. You know what I'm saying? This thing right here, because Saul didn't kill everything or did everything that the Lord told him to do, that made him lose his leadership as a king. After this right here. You feel what I'm saying? So the Most High not playing, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The Most High not no game, bro. He dead. He really be out here killing people, bro. Like, he really be out here killing the other nations, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So 1 Samuel 15, 7, 11, KJV. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Sur, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of Amalekites, alive. See, he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites. He took him alive, but the Lord told him to kill everything that was there. But Saul didn't listen, and Saul took him alive and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the lambs. So he spared all, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do what the Lord said, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, It repented me that I had set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from following me. He had turned back from following me and had not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. So so the Lord really regretted making Saul king. That's basically what he's saying. He really regretted making Saul king because he didn't do what he had said. Because he wanted him to kill everything that was there. But he didn't do it, so he was like, he really regretted making Saul king. Hold on, let me get some of the plagues of Egypt. Cause the Lord sent a plague to Egypt. Hold up. He sent a plague to Egypt because that's when the Israelites, it was their first captivity when they was under the Egyptians. And he sent a plague to Egyptians. He sent a plague to Egypt because Pharaoh didn't want to let his people go, so he sent a plague. He sent waters turned to blood. He sent a plague of frogs, a plague of lice, flies, diseases, unhealed boils, hail and fire, locusts, darkness, and death of firstborn. So he, you know what I'm saying? He doing all death of firstborn. He killing firstborn. He don't care who you is, bro. He going crazy. So he sent a plague to the land of Egypt because they had his people in bondage. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand how the Most High operate, bro. He ain't just no soft guy. He ain't just no all love. Yes, he love and stuff, but he not that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It just like with us as humans, you can't. Just say it's a serious situation. You can't be smiling and stuff all the time at a serious situation. You gotta get focused and get straight during that situation. You feel what I'm saying? It's according to it's according to how the situation is or what's going on. Let me get that. It's Ecclesiastes. Yeah, Ecclesiastes. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the sun. And guess what? He got right here. Ecclesiastes 3:8. A time to love, and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's different times for everything. Look. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. But this coming from the Lord though, bro. This is coming from the Lord. Feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand how the Lord operate. He not always no nice guy. You know what I'm saying? He not always sweet. Especially not to the other nation. He only showing love to his people. You know what I'm saying? He only show love to his people because that's the only people he fight for. You feel what I'm saying? But this just my quick vid. I want to get all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash for allowing me to make this video. And y'all stay tuned. I'll come back with some more. I'm finna drop some more videos. So y'all, I hope y'all get edified and stay focused and keep learning. Love y'all. Shalom.